right. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Looks like Jerry Dobry is in the house. What's up, Jerry? We have quite a few hot topics today. First, I want to start with this little things right here. Martin Pettigrew from Monarch Roofing absolutely blowed our minds this week. So I have a package from Russia, and I don't get anything from Russia. It's been years since I got a package from Russia. So I'm like, what is that? I have to go to post office. So I went to post office and I have this package that comes from Russia. By the way, comment below if you guys are cannot hear me for any reason. And this made my day a couple days ago. I opened it up and it's Russian doll, very famous, Monarch Roofing in the back. I'm like, what the heck? You open it up. There's actually quite a few, of them inside. All look like me, different pictures. Every single one of them says Monarch Roofing. Very, very thoughtful, insightful gift. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do it here. But think about attention to detail here. Martin obviously figured out that I'm Russian. They probably brainstorm, or I don't know who came up with this idea, like what's the most Russian thing you can give to a Russian. And, this is just too cool. But he puts his brand on it. So guess what? Now, for the rest of times, Martin Pettigrew and Monarch Roofing going to be in my office with his dolls, with my picture in it. So pretty cool. All right, guys, I want to start right away with the hardest topic of the day. If you have any problems hearing me, just let me know. I'm going to spend just a couple minutes on the war just because so many people have asked me my opinion. And this is not a political channel. I don't want to make any political statements. I just want to share my personal story, my feelings. For the last 20 days, I think I've been waking up every single night to read the news. This war affected absolutely everyone in both countries. So for those of you who don't understand how close Russia and Ukraine is, I'll switch really quick. Almost every family in Russia have some kind of connections with Ukrainians. Like we understand the language for the most part. Looks like this camera is still out of focus. So overall, we're very, I'm looking here. It's not on my screen. It's not. Okay. So overall, Russia and Ukraine has very close ties. I was born in a small country called Moldova between Russia and Ukraine. Every summer when I used to go to my grandparents to visit them, I would pass Ukraine. My aunt used to live in Ukraine, but my uncle was all his life in the military in Russia. Pretty much everybody knows someone from other countries. So truly, it is a war between two brothers. We speak the same language, we understand each other, and it's very sad what's happening. It's absolutely insane. We still cannot comprehend it. Somehow, United States knew more about Russia, like intent of Vladimir Putin, more than most Russian intelligence. Like nobody in Russia, I'm talking about politics, people, even opposition, news anchors, YouTubers, bloggers, no one believed until last moment that actually could take place. We're still trying to comprehend. Some thousands, if not millions of people have left the country who is not supporting it. But my point is, like, what I want to share with you guys is I watch Russian news, I watch American news, I watch Ukrainian news, I watch Indian news. Being in the United States, we have access to all the sites. And my opinion is no one knows anything. Russians don't understand what's happening. Americans don't understand. Any news anchor, any political analytic who says he knows what's happening or what's going to happen is lying to you. Nobody does. It's so unpredictable. There's so many moving parts. You have China, you have Turkey, you have the United States, you have clear winners, you have clear losers, but no one knows anything. Every single party, every single side that I've looked are lying about something. I've seen Ukrainians lying, I've seen Russians lying, I've seen Americans lying, I've seen Indians lying. Everybody has their narrative. I don't think the world, as we know, the West truly cares about Ukraine. I think they're trying to get to Russia in some way, just like they have in Afghan war, where they just want to sent weapons, supported just to make enough damage, just like in the Afghan war. Like if you know what took place there, they've been sending them to weaken the Russian economy during the Cold War. That's what it's all about. It's not about Ukrainian people. I mean, Putin, if you ask my opinion, is definitely in the wrong. He's got to go. He has to go like 15 years ago. Most people that I know do not support him. The troops must come back, but the conflict itself is way, way more complicated than you hear on any side. Obviously, Turkey, China, United States are big winners. The problem with the whole thing is we're talking about big politics. We're talking about one country, which is Russian economy is not that big. The economy of Russia is less than the economy of Texas. So Russia is not as big as people think it is in a grand scheme of things worldwide. Putin definitely does not think so. He thinks he's way more important just because he has nuclear power. But overall, it's very sad. It affected every single one of us. I have 5 siblings still back in Russia. And this is how it affected Roofing Insights directly on the day one. I could retire probably like 6-8 months ago. Like, I don't need to employ 10 people. I don't need to do as much as I do. People ask me all the time, why do you work so hard? I'll tell you why. When you're the oldest of 7 kids, you have responsibility and you just grow up differently. You're less selfish, if you will. Like, fifth, I have 5 kids of my own, and when I look at my firstborn and lastborn, they're different kids. Lastborn, is going to be the most spoiled brat you can find. Firstborn is going to be always on top of everybody's case, make sure everyone follows the rules. So as a firstborn, I moved my parents here in the United States in 2015. The moment the war broke up, my brother is 25. He might be called to this stupid war. Do I want it? Of course not. For the last 5 years, I've been trying to get my brother over here and my sisters. And as a matter of fact, when we invited my parents, my siblings, 3 of them were supposed to come with them, but U.S. approved 2 visas for my parents, and they denied it to my 18-year-old twin sisters. 2 years later, one of my twin sisters made it to the United States. Another one is next in line, literally to get here, and we cannot get them here because for the last couple of years, the relationship between the U.S. and Russia was so bad. The U.S. were closing, or Russia was closing U.S. embassies. So even if your paperwork is in works and embassy in your region is closed, now you have to go to a different country. My sister have to go to Poland for the interview now. We've been doing it for the last 5 years. So how do you think I feel about the whole thing? So it's very sad. Everybody's lying. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I'm a history major. I went to university to study history. I know more than anyone about what took place in the last 100 years between 2 countries. And smartest people in Russia, Ukraine, and who knows politics, they don't understand. Because you have egos, you have superpowers, you have a lot of money involved, you have huge economies depending on it. Like China has to make a decision if they're going to side with Russia or US and what side they're going to pick. So it's very sad situation. Someone says fix the camera. I don't know what it means and why, but I'm going to switch to this one. So overall, enough about war. I'm just going to tell you how it affects me, how it affects my family. Looks like the camera should be fine. So looks like the moment, like last year, we have this package when we were traveling every week. Having 5 kids, I try to travel less, not more. But I have opportunity to make money. I have opportunity to bring value to my community. We build amazing brand. We have 3 full-time videographers. We have 3 full-time, we have graphic designers. We have an amazing team. And it's up to us how much we're willing to work. Well, last year we have this package when you've seen a lot of companies featured on our channel when we travel to companies and we feature roofing brands, teaching them how to start YouTube game, social media game, how to tell their stories in the videos. And I canceled. And the reason I canceled is because I wanted to spend a little bit more time at home, a little bit less on the road. And the moment I think second day the war that broke up, like when I understood what about to take place 2 weeks ago, I said, you know what, I'm gonna do what I have to. Our goal is to help as many families as possible. Just so you understand, uh, our freelancers actually located over there. Like we have one guy in Belarus who is behind his main developer behind directory. So we want to provide as many jobs as we possibly can at Roofing Insights. We're actually hiring graphic designers as we speak. Our number one most popular package is unlimited graphic design. We're just going through numbers. About 90 people are using our team of, we design flyers, we design videos, we manage YouTube channels, and we want to do more of it. I want to employ more people, and I'm willing to travel to more companies. So if you are looking for video team, like, I know how competitive I am. I promise you we'll always get better side of the deal, but I want to employ more people. We're actually helping someone to move to United States to provide better jobs. And if you want to support Roofing Insights, today is the time. Now is the time. I hate selling my services. I hate selling my school and my products, but I'm willing to travel more. I'm willing to help more companies, and I'm willing to employ more people, because what people don't talk about it, you have two big countries, both Ukraine and Russia, and millions of people, especially IT guys, graphic designers, true talents, they had to leave the country because they were working for international companies. We have a lot of guys working for Google, YouTube, a lot of remote guys, but today they can't. You can't work for international company, because in Russia you cannot even get paid in dollars. Ruble economy especially, crushed. So if you had a good job and you worked for international IT company, your only one way out is to go to Georgia, not a state, but a country, Turkey. So I know a lot of guys who, like my videographer brother, left Russia and went to work for another company because he worked for IT company back in Russia. So we're hiring, we're trying to give them jobs, we're trying to support families who needs to get out and settle in a new place. And that's what we're doing. So just letting you know, if you're guys in school, if you ever hired Roofing Insights for anything, this year in 2022, part of the procedures will go towards there. I'm settled for next couple of years. I don't need a dollar more to my salary, but I have ability to pay more and create more jobs, and that's what we're going to be doing. Meanwhile, I want to share with you something very, very cool. We just traveled to one company, Richard Turner in North Carolina. I want to just show a 1-minute clip, what kind of ads, what kind of content we create for roofing businesses, something we're proud of. Richard actually did not even see it himself, and I want to show it to you to take a look.
Hello, my name is Richard Turner with Camel City Roofing. I'm a roofing contractor here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We do asphalt, metal, commercial roofing, and we can modify your roof if needed. Just like we did here. The homeowner called us to build this outdoor structure, covered porch. We framed it, we decked it, we roofed it, and now they got a whole complete roof system. Spring is in the air, so if you're looking for a new roof, some new gutters, maybe some other remodeling around your house. When you're looking to choose someone, choose us. We use the best products, we got the best workers, and we'll deliver the best finished product for you this spring.
The last shot there, I think my video guy told me they did like 5 or 6 shots. Richard is very shy guy. He does not like to be on camera. He's very he's not as charismatic as some other business owners, but I love this little clip. I think Richard did amazing, and we know what we're doing. We know how to make you guys look good. If you need a good company story video, if you need good commercial information, just reach out or go to roofing-school.com. Check out our plans. You can pay us monthly. You can pay us one-time fee. We'll come to you, especially if you're a bigger brand. If you've been in business for a long time and you don't have solid video content, we would love to help you. Our next class, really quick, and we getting straight to the topic, we have a lot of conflicts in the industry today. I want to cover that because we have a big war inside the roofing industry as well. And I want to make sure we discuss it. Next class is March 31st. If you're in Minneapolis, every Minneapolis contractor is welcome. I don't care if you're GC, if you're roofer, siding, gutter. If you're starting up, if it's your first year in business or you're planning to open, we invite you. We have amazing lineup of speakers. It's going to be right outside the airport, Intercontinental Hotel. Bookings go through roofingclass.com. That's the website. I'm asking some of my teams to drop the links to both school and class. It's roofingclass.com for registration for upcoming class. But overall, guys, everybody's inviting. I don't know how many classes we're going to do this year, but if you're around the area, especially if you're in Chicago, short drive, 4 or 5 hours, you here, make sure you guys are attending. Now, let's talk about industry disputes. I've seen Sean Meredith yesterday have a dispute with someone in Chicago. Obviously, you've seen our videos today between Nick Forsell and Steve Patrick. And it's very sad to see good people fighting each other. And first thing I want to say is I don't take sides, but I share sides if you need a damage control. If you're in a fight with someone, make sure, Britt, please do the school link too. I mentioned it earlier. I don't see it anywhere. So guys, you are not always right. In any conflict, there's always two sides of the story. Roofing Insights is absolutely overwhelmed with disputes. How many people are not getting paid? How many people are screwing each other? How many people, fighting, especially with the third parties and appraisers, public adjusters. More and more, I see a huge trend where contractor does not understand how financing company works, and he goes and signs up for finance company and then cancels in it because he cannot sell financing. Well, the biggest thing that I see that contractors, roofers are not taking their time to educate themselves on the product, on the service, to understand what it requires from them. I see huge disputes with the website companies where, you think that this website company or this marketing company will come in and save the day. Well, they're going to do what they're going to do. But you have to do what you have to do. Nobody knows your business like you are. So if you're not providing them data, documents, pictures, wherever it is they require from you, later you cannot blame on them that they did not deliver well. Now, it's fair to say that those companies often in the wrong too. They spread themselves too thin, maybe not charging enough, maybe taking too many clients too fast. But we start fighting, and it's getting so ugly. I do want to say that one thing that I do see that brands, especially third-party brands like public adjusters, companies who serve roofing contractors, are not ready for feedback. You need to chill out. Roofing contractors and roofers and contractors in general, they're entitled to their opinion and to their reviews. If we have experience with you, don't get offended if we're writing you a review. Don't get offended if we share it online. It's only fair. Just like our customers share reviews with us and share feedback with us when they're pissed, we can do it to you too. I remember when we did Anthony, public adjuster, insurance guy story, so many public adjusters reached out to me personally and, felt under attack. I argued with one public adjuster. I, endorsed at least 5 people, and everybody's like, why are you attacking public adjuster? Well, first of all, clean within yourself. Like, we like you guys, we need you, but don't be so sensitive. If you're a good guy, make sure you keep being a good guy. But don't attack roofers who are sharing experience with you. And I see in a Nick Forsell story, something is very telling. I see Steve Patrick is being a little bit offensive with the review, but also Nick Forsell is being reasonable. I mean, both parties are very nice to each other, reasonable, but there's something in that story that really stood out to me. When we have name callings, when we have, when people just refuse to understand, other party, like in this case, I think Nick said that he paid $1,500 and they said that $900 is immediate cost right away. You just have to be reasonable. I'm not saying that Steve is wrong or Nick is wrong, but I think the best approach in any conflict is go straight to that person and deal with them first. Make sure you approach one, two, three times to understand. Now, if you feel like you're just being scammed and people are just blocking you, this is the behavior that truly have to disappear. Internet is big, but you will run out of internet if you're gonna keep blocking people who don't agree with you. And I see it all the time, especially from gurus. Like you're teaching people, you're selling products. The moment someone disagree with you, you block them. What does it say about you? It says that you're not ready to accept criticism. And what I see is a lot of gurus, especially people who sell courses, especially people who sell courses at a high dollar mark, like $50,000, $60,000. So they sell you this $50,000 packages, but the moment people question your stuff, the moment people question the results, you want to declare war on them. Maybe go back to your room and ask yourself why people did ask those, why people did question you, why people are leaving you these reviews. Sean Meredith was sharing, I like how he did it. He did not mention the company, but he's sharing this intent to dominate Chicago market. And I love you, Sean. I think, everything is good there. But I heard a lot of complaints about Sean. There's many, many complaints, but there's a reasonable way to deal with a complaint, and there's not a reasonable way to deal with the complaints. I want to address one complaint in particular, and that's with the manufacturer, one type of complaint. If you have complaint with the manufacturer, it is smart to go to manufacturer, but here's what I found. Big companies in this industry, they don't give a crap about opinion of a roofer, about opinion of installer. 7 years ago, I've tried that road myself for 3 months. I tried to explain to my rep why my crews refusing to install their brand, and they just keep fighting me. And I ended up making the video, and of course, I had to delete it later. But sometimes internet is the only way. Sometimes you feel helpless. There's nothing you can do, and sometimes you just have to go and do what you have to do. And that's expose that company. Unfortunately, hold on 1 second. Just write it differently. Just say something about it. Guys who okay. All right. Anyway, we have a little problem. YouTube is blocking our comments, which is understandable. If you have dispute with manufacturer, if you have dispute with a brand, like whether it's color, whether it's warranty calls, like I'll give you an example. I'm dealing with the 2 disputes right now, not disputes, warranty claims. One of them is Da Vinci. Another one is F-Wave shingles. When we did F-Wave review originally, our number one concern was that shingle is going to fade. Well, I have reports now from roofers that it looks nothing like it was. It looks faded. Like 2 years ago, they installed the roof. Now, a couple years later, it looks faded. It looks like it's not going to last 50 years looking the same. It's going to look way cheaper. It's a great, legit concern. So what do we do about it? You cannot go to F-Wave and just assume they changed their technology. The best way to do is write a review. Do the video testimonial about it. If you want an F-Wave to change, you have to make a video about it. And I understand that many companies are afraid of the internet because how big they are and it's going to cost them money, but there's no other way. Another company is Da Vinci. In Colorado, Da Vinci have so many complaints. I talked to a roofing contractor from Colorado. I met him in Orlando at Builders Expo. The guy comes to me and is like, Da Vinci, I've installed so many Da Vinci roofs. The problem with that is they're not honoring their warranty. So 5-6 years ago, they were installing roofs. The roofs are cracking now, and Da Vinci is coming out and giving them bullshit answers like, oh, let's wait another year. Let's wait another 2 years. Here's what I say to those. Let's put it on freaking internet, and let's help new buyers to decide if they want that product on their roofs. I think it's only fair. So if you're the manufacturer and you're refusing to recognize the problem and you're giving us runaround, internet is the only option that we have. So those complaints, to me personally, are reserved for the internet, and those stories I will share, even despite the fact that it does cost me great amount of business, because brands are afraid to have Roofing Insights review their products. Very recently, I tried to work with one called Brava, and they're like, they have concerns. So listen, it goes to Brava, it goes to all other brands. If you're afraid for Roofing Insights or our community to honestly talk about your product, we're not in business to defame anyone. We're not in business to throw anyone under the bus. We're not in business to make negative reviews. We're in business to review products like roofers would, with honesty and integrity. And if you don't believe that you have the best product, stay away from us. But if you are making best of the best product, we're going to be best friends. I love good products. I absolutely do, and I'm looking for. And I'm in love with almost any metal product, from Atco in Minneapolis to Teal Core. I love all of them, and I'm gonna keep reviewing them. I'm gonna keep endorsing them, whether they pay me or not. But if you're afraid to invite us to your facility, if you're afraid for honest review, first of all, no one is stopping us to review us regardless. But so many brands, when we reach out for collaboration, for review, for company tours and stuff like that, they're like, no, they don't want to do it. Why? Because they don't have good products. And there's so many bullshit products on this market that if you want to create good channel, if you want to create good content for the consumer, do not be afraid to call out the bullshitter in the industry. Because what's happening is, when everybody is politically correct, when everybody is only say positive things, and I'm all for positive things, and this channel has 95/5 ratio negative versus positive content. You guys just remember more negative, but for 10 influencers that we endorse, we'll have one that we go against, because someone have to call them out, someone have to say it. But when we only speak highly of shingles, of metal products, we never share anything negative, guess what? They're going to keep producing those. We vote with our dollars. You want your manufacturer to change their ways? You want this industry to change? You need to start speaking up. Stop being quiet, because internet is the best thing. Internet increases product quality. It makes us all richer. It makes us smarter consumers. And Roofing Insights is a consumer advocate channel. We're not going to change just because Bravo did not give them, their contract and did not invite us or did not want us to work with them. Bravo, screw you. I don't want your business. Just that tells me more about you, and I don't care about you. Like, I don't care if we ever talk again. If you're so worried about me reviewing your product, please be worried. I'm going to go and buy it. And if it's a good product, I'm going to report that it's a good product. If it's another shitty product we don't need, I'm going to report it. There's another shitty product that we don't need. It's going to be one or another, whether we work together or not. And that message goes for absolutely everyone. Like when F-Wave called me a couple of years ago, and we did company tour, and I told them, I don't do infomercials. I'm going to do all the pros, everything I like, and wherever I don't like, I'm also going to put it. And I specifically said, and they did not like it, they did not understand, but I said, my concern is not going to last 50 years. My concern is going to fade because how it's made. And guess what? A couple of years later, it's my name on the line. F-Wave could pay me, I don't know, $10, $20, $30,000. I still would say the same thing. You can pay a roofing contractor magazine to speak highly of you and promote your bullshit product. They'll take your money because they're sellouts. There's a lot of sellouts in this industry. This channel is for products that are best of the best in their industry, in their niche. And we're not going to promote crooks. We're not going to be sellouts. You can call me sellout all you want. I'm as real as they come. And if you want to work with us, we will work with you. And if we do have a dispute, we're going to deal with it professionally. I actually do not review products that done me personally wrong, but I usually listen to my audience. And when you guys come to me and you call products out, and when you talk about complaints and you talk about how bad deals are, I mean, I'm going to stand up for you. I don't stand up for myself as much as I stand up for people around me. I hope you guys know it and know it. I hope you see it on this channel, because that's what we do. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap up here really quick. Our next class, March 31st, just around the corner. It's roofingclass.com. Looks like we cannot share that link here, but it's pretty easy to remember. And check out our products, services. Reach out to us directly. Schedule a call with me if you guys want to talk to me about any collaboration, any deals. I'm sorry if I'm not available. Like I said, I've been sleeping 3-4 hours per night. I can't sleep anymore. This war takes all the energy that's left after work, but I need to be busy, not to think about it. And I know I operate really well when I'm busy. So if you guys need my service or my team for anything, let me know in comments below. I'm going to keep checking messages here. Hope this live helps someone. I'll see you guys in the next video.